Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Thursday night Stampin' time. Hope you can join me. Hello, Mary. Thanks for popping in. My chair is like stuck here. I'm not gonna be rolling. Just the kind of night that's going on. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Kimberly. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. First off, I have a little, gonna be doing some black magic tonight. Hi, Lori. So I thought that would be something fun. I don't know if you've heard of it before, you've done it before, but I do a little twist on it. But first, a little order share. I got a small order today. Many of you know we were able to pre-order items, so I kind of got a lot that I wanted on the pre-order. So there were a few things that I didn't get. So I wanted to share with you. One of them is this real pretty Daisy Garden background stamp set. And it actually coordinates really nicely. Let me get this set. With this Daisy Lane. Look how the two of them go so well together. Let me fix my light here. So I'm excited for that. I have another swap that I joined, and I'll have to do a video on that or do a live or something. So this is a whole background stamp, one stamp. And I'm going to be actually using Daisy Lane tonight. And I'll explain to you why. But this is one big background stamp. It's huge. It's real pretty. Saw some things when I did the Stampin' Up! Event online. So, okay, hi Kay. All right, thanks for popping. Enjoy. The next one I got was, remember the Many Messages? The one that has the stamp set and then the die that goes over it? Well, Stampin' Up! Came out with another one. It's called Many Happenings. So this is one big stamp. Look at all the different sayings. So what you do is you stamp it. Again, this is another one. It's one big stamp. I've seen other demos where they bought two of these and they actually cut these all apart. But heck, when you got the dies, why do that, right? Take the easy way out. My butterfly one I did cut apart. I got another one. So this one has love and hugs, just breathe, you did it, congrats, time to relax. The loss is immeasurable, but so is the love left behind. Friends forever, happy retirement, sweet baby. There are no words, you're the best, to, from, you're awesome. Woo! Mr. and Mrs., the world needs more people like you. May precious memories bring peace and comfort. Happily ever after, bundle of joy. Thank you for being my friend. So you get all of those sayings on one big stamp, and then there's a die that goes over it, and it cuts them all out in one swoop. Huh, really? Yes, please. So I got that. We have Brad's. Brad's are back. Yay! So, of course, I didn't get one. I had to get two. So, don't know if you noticed these either. Round and square Brad's. Let me open them up if I can. My hands are really bothering me today. I'll go for therapy tomorrow. So, we have little teeny tiny black and white. And then we have the square, a little bit larger black and white. And here they all are. So, I'm excited about that the Brad's are back. And reason being is that if you're coming to my class next Friday, you're going to get to make something with this next item. And I just got it, just out of the box. This is called Give It a Whirl Die. I love Brad's too. Let me open this up. I don't know. Again, these might be things that you overlook in the catalog. I'm looking to see where is the little flap. And again, I apologize because I am struggling today. I did so much typing at work. My hands are suffering. I can't even open this. It's terrible. I should have plugged in my paraffin wax machine for my hands, but I fell asleep on the couch and I just woke up a half an hour ago and I'm just all combobulated. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So again, this is called Give It a Whirl Die. And when you look at this, you think, what in the world is that? Well, we're going to be making a fun card with this next Friday at my Ice Cream Corner Suite class. So if you are coming to that, I think I have 1 or 2 seats left. That's it. You're going to get to play with this. So if you missed it in the catalog, let me show you, because looking at that, and it doesn't come in a bundle or anything. It is back here with the dies, but a better picture of it is here on page 57. And it is right here. You see this little card up here with the little circle thing? So it makes one of those cards that you push on this and it comes through the window and goes round. See, this is the round part. So it says, use Give It a Whirl dies to create a cute interactive element to your projects. Spin the wheel to let the window reveal what's underneath. So I wasn't really a fan of this. I didn't get this, and like I said, it stands alone. The die stands alone. In the back here, let me show you. And I think it's going to be really fun. And I remember making these cards a long time ago. And woof, what a pain in the back end it was to make these. We also have a diorama dies in here. Layering diorama. So you might have missed those as well. So here's the Give It a Whirl. And there's 21 dies in it. And all the components, you can make different kind of windows, from hearts to circles to like a little, I don't know what that is, a little elongated triangle, and all these cute, there's clouds and stars and little arrows, all kind of fun things. So that's going to be something fun we're going to be making, and I cannot wait. And do I have my sample yet? No, because I just got these out. So I got those, and I picked up these square gems, and looks like one is trying to get away. And I thought these were cute. I love the new in colors. The pink is my favorite. So, polished pink. I'm going to be using that tonight too, because love it. And love to have nail polish like that, which I'm sure there's out there. And then I got, I'm into shakers. So these are cute little shaker shapes. And try to open this. Oh boy, this could be a disaster, right? How many are in here? Like 500? Oh, let me see that. 675. Look at all the cute little shapes. And I'm just excited to do some shaker cards with those. So I think they would be super fun. And they kind of feel like almost like rubbery, but they're not. They're like hard. So do keep them away from kids, because they may think that they're candy, or you can use them for sprinkles or whatever. So I love the colors of that so much. I got 2 of those. 2. Who could buy 1? Sprinkly, kind of. Oh, there goes my brads. All right, let me move this down. And I also got, never had one of these, the Take Your Pick die brush. And I'm like, why did I never get this before? So the Take Your Pick die brush is this little doohickey. So here's your Take Your Pick tool, right? And what you do with this goes on the end of your tool. So I just, since I got that new die cut machine, I just seem to be really, let's see, let's just take this one off. So these come out. I seem to be doing a lot of, okay, how does this go on? Or maybe it has to go on the other end. Hold on. I do a lot of die cutting now. It has to go on the wider one. Let's see. We're learning together. Oh, yes, there it goes. There. So see, when you want to, and it comes with, oh my gosh, they give you 2 foamies. And these foam things fit perfect in the stamp cases. So you get the foamy and then the little die brush thing. And you know what? I think I'm going to keep that one on. Right on there. I'm going to put it right over here in my little tool thing. So this I'm going to stick in here so it doesn't get lost. I do have a little plastic thing that I keep all my pieces in. So I'm excited about that. The big one, I mean, I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Oh, I'm not going to put that back in there. I'll do it later. So I'm excited about that. The thing that I am most excited about, did you see the soft pastels? Who remembers pastels back in the day? I absolutely love them. And you know what? I think I may even still have them because I just couldn't get rid of them. Not that I've used them, but I don't know. Just like the old watercolor pencils, I still have them in the tin. Let me open this up. So I'm excited this weekend to hopefully have some time to play. And ooh, look at the colors. Let's open this up too. And I love that they have it in, it's like a foam. The foam is almost, let me open it first. It's looking like it's that little foam piece from the die brush to protect them. So I haven't really seen anyone use these yet, but I think they're going to be fun. Okay, so they're square. Oh, there's a smell. They do have a smell to them. So is there one layer? I think there's only one layer. Yep. So, yeah, these are pastels. So they're chalks. And I love the colors. Let's see what the colors are. If I could read this. I swear, Stampin' Up, please make this print larger. Maybe it says in the catalog. I might have to look there. Okay, let me find our language. Oh, here. Costa Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, and Poppy Parade. And it says, apply with blending brushes, Stampin' sponges, or sponge daubers to blend. Not intended for child use. Choking hazard. Avoid contact with eyes. Do not inhale or ingest. Note, due to the nature of pastels, breakage or cracking may occur in shipping or during use. This is not considered a defect, does not affect the quality of ease or use. Keep out of use of children. But aren't they pretty? This reminds me of a rainbow. So I'm going to put them over here where they're as safe. So something upcoming to look forward to. All right. Now, okay, so that was that I shared with you, and that was that. Okay. So Black Magic. Black Magic has been around a while. And doing my research, I found there are different ways to do Black Magic. So the old time original way was using our watercolor pencils. And I'm going to show you samples at the end using the watercolor pencils. But when I went to prepare for tonight, I already had that in mind. That's what I was going to do. But in order to do the technique, you need to use a stamp set that has a bold image. And I realize I don't have a whole lot of stamps with a bold image. So what was I going to do? Well, I was searching frantically. So the first one I came up with, and I know you're going to go, what? Maybe you missed this in the catalog. This spiral die. This is a background stamp. And I'm like, well, that's a bold image. Well, I could do like a tie-dye effect with this. So when I went back in the catalog, it's on page 118. It's $17, and it's one stamp, one big background stamp, huge background stamp. So when I went and looked in here, you know, sometimes I'm like you, I miss things. So when I saw this, it said, create a unique multicolor effect by stamping the background once, then turning it 180 degrees and restamping. The Stamparatus helps with perfect positioning. So that's how they got this sample, is by stamping it once, and then, you know, you could take your, with the Stamparatus, you could take the plate out and flip it over to the other side and stamp with another color, and you get that tie-dye effect. So, that'd be something I'll have to try. Okay, so anyhow, I thought I will make a sample with that. Well, you know, I'm not happy with just one sample. You guys know me, right? So I thought I have to find something else. So hence, that's where Daisy Lane comes in. So we had two stamp sets, two Daisy ones. This one is Daisy Lane, and it coordinates with the punches, the large, I believe they call it medium and large daisies. So I'm going to use that too. So let me show you. This involves embossing. How many of you remember embossing? I mean, I just feel like this is like a flashback, right? A flashback of things that were in the past. Okay, so let me get, so for Black Magic, it calls for, of course, black cardstock. But you can use any color dark cardstock you wish. which means it could be like Blackberry Bliss, Night of Navy. I'm trying to think of some of the other colors. You know, any of the darker colors, but this technique works best with black, okay? So I have here the Whisper White craft pad, and I also have, well, I have two of my Versamark. Why do I have two out? I don't know. Let me put one back in my circle thing. You can also use Versamark. And also what you're going to be needing is the white powder. Early Espresso, yep, that would work too. Anything dark in color. And you won't get the same effect with the light color. So maybe even pushing it a little bit with the Gorgeous Grape. I don't know, Gorgeous Grape is a little bit deep. So white embossing powder. This was a tray we used to have years ago. Of course, I have my embossing gun, okay? And this is my old one. I mean, things get lost in this room. I don't know where they are. Just like I'm looking for my embossing buddy, and it was just here. It was not in my tray. Oh, well. Okay. Now, the one thing I found when I did Whisper White is Whisper White kind of makes it like a chalky, kind of thick, gooey kind of look. So I wasn't really happy with that. And when I do this, when I'm done, I will show you some samples of the difference. So I thought I'm going to give Versamark a try. So let me bring in a piece of paper. Now, normally, if you had all of your supplies, I mean, like, where would it go? I put everything in the tray. I don't know where it went. But anyhow, normally, and you know, I probably should use my Stamparatus. Do I know where that is? Oh, I saw it. Okay, wait. Oh, there it is. It fell out of the thing. Okay. All right. There it is. It's in my Stamparatus bag. So let's do that. I don't know why, just because. Okay. So let's see. Be careful with your magnets. My plate is underneath. So if you don't have a Stamparatus yet, it comes with 2 plates, and this is a great way to do the other technique that they told you about with this spiral die. So I have a red rubber stamp. And when you're using the red rubber stamp, you usually take this foam piece out. You don't need that. So I'm just going to put a scrap of paper in there. All right. Let me get my die. All right. So there is the die. All right. So I'm going to put it in the center. Let me see this. I don't know if I could use this as a guide. Kind of, sort of. Okay. I'm going to put it there. All right. And then I'm going to close this up. I'm going to need the case, though. I like to take the case and put it over on the side so that when let me move that out of the way. So when I open this up, it has something to rest on. Okay, I think you can all see that. All right. So now you would take your black cardstock, you would go over it with your embossing buddy if you were good enough to have it before you start. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, that'll be good. So I'm going to use, oh, my magnets went together. I'm going to use my magnets. Now this is going to be tough with the magnets because I'm going to have that, I cut down my cardstock. The cardstock is 3 3/4 by 5. I should have left it because, okay, well, we're just going to do it once. Because what happens is this, oh, there goes those magnets again. This die is a huge background piece. So we're just going to pray it up to God that this is going to work. All right, so Versamark, it's clear. There's no color. I've used it before. I just re-inked them, and they do get yucky like that. So normally when you get the brand new one, it's nice and white and it's good. But this one has been around the block for quite a while. And I do have multiples of things because when I did classes, I sometimes needed more than one. So I'm going to make sure I ink this up well and hold on to your plate because it's very sticky. So I'm holding the plate down while I'm inking this up. Okay, so like I said, you would do Embossing Buddy and then you would go and do this. So let's see how this works. Otherwise, I have a few more pieces and I'll show you another way of doing it. I'm just going to press down, and this makes a watercolor look, so you can use it just like this and not do anything more, but it also is a pigment type ink. All right, let's see how it went. Oh, let's peel this up. Okay, looks like I missed a part. This whole side here I missed. I could see it. So you know what? We're going to go to Plan B, the guaranteed way to work. Because if I had the magnets down, I would ink this back up and do it again. But because it's stuck to it, that's not going to happen. All right, let's go to Plan B. And Plan B, it's going to be, let me remove my papers. Now, we do have a large background block that you can use. However, I don't like using them for background stamps. Now, don't forget, this is the sticky background red rubber stamp. So this is going to stick to my mat. So be careful what you're doing this on. I'm just sticking it on the mat. This is the surefire way to make this work. I'm going to ink this up again. So now you could see that even demonstrators, things don't always work out. And you know what? That's okay. I am not perfect, nor do I ever say that I was. So we're going to do it the surefire way. And we're going to put that over the top. We're going to take a scrap piece of paper and we're going to put that over the top, and then you're just going to rub it. Now, if you had your block, you can do the same thing. But I don't know. I didn't have good luck with the block, so why use it, right? You can use it for other things. Okay, so let's peel this up. Now, I know it's probably going to be hard for you to see, but I could. Oh, perfect. All right, so now that's sticking to my mat, but that's okay. I'm going to stick this back in the case. I will clean that later. Hopefully I remember. All right, I'm going to bring my papers back in to protect my surface. Okay, let me turn this inside out because we have ink on the other side. I'm going to bring in this little tray. I have my Whisper White. Now, we don't sell these anymore, but if you've been around for a while, you probably have them in your stash. It came with this one. It came with a huge one that I never used. It's like for 8.5 by 11 sheet. So now what you want to do is you're going to pour your embossing powder all over. And don't worry, if you've never done this before and you're watching, you're like, oh, you are wasting all that. No, it's going to go back in the jar. That's where this little tray comes in handy because it has this little funnel thing to help you put it back in the jar. If you don't have this thing, it's okay. You can use a piece of cardstock. Another thing that works well is a coffee filter. Okay, so there it is. Now you see there's a little zhoosh there. I'm not going to worry. I'm going to tap the back a little bit. And I'm going to take this out of my way and put that there. Now, one of the things I found is if you take the piece of cardboard, if you have a paper pumpkin, and, I just got that on me. I mean, today is not a good day. See, let me stick that back in the powder because my hands are not cooperating today. Then I'm dropping everything and messing up everything. So I dropped this and it hit me. So if you have any, here comes my dog. Have any boo-boos, just going to stick it back in the powder again. Okay, there we go. Oh, well. So if you belong to Paper Pumpkin, they have that piece of cardboard in there. I like to put a piece of foil over that. And the foil is going to help when it heats up to get the back of it warm too. I'm going to use the embossing gun. And I am going to heat set this. And if you watch closely, and I know this is loud, you will see it change right before your eyes. So that's the magic part. I don't know if you could see it, but I'm just kind of going around. Now, you don't want to be waving it like a crazy person. You don't want to be right up on top of it. Just want to slowly see that powder melt. I've seen people do some crazy things with embossing. I've seen them say, I don't need one of those guns. I could just hold it open over the toaster or over an open flame, and then they catch their house on fire. I mean, just buy the darn gun and you're good to go. You'll have it for life. So I hope you're seeing that change. I think you can. I think the camera's pretty good picking that up. So we're just going to heat that all up. Whoop. I'm going to tell you another tip here. Let me just make sure this is okay. There we go. We're good. Now another tip, let me put this where I'm not going to burn myself, is if you didn't have this huge background stamp, you can take a binder clip and put it on the end here and clip your piece on there. You won't have to worry about it blowing away if you saw that it was blowing. But because this is a background stamp, I mean, it fills the whole thing. Okay? So there we go. We have our background. Just give it like a second or so to kind of dry and set up. All right, we're almost done. So then what you want to do is pull out some of your favorite colors. And these I have out. And the only thing is, I have to tell you, embossing is messy. It leaves all those little powdery things. But how many of you remember this thing that I shared with you a while ago? This little vacuum that I got on Amazon. It was less than $10. You hear it? It goes all over. You know what it does? It picks up the embossing powder. It picks up when you're die cutting, all those little tiny things. I'm just going to vacuum my desk. And, you know, I've used it on my floor because, you know, things get messy. I need to clean my placemat here. I know people think I'm crazy, but I love the gadgets. In the front here, you push, if my hands work, you push in this little, yeah, ain't gonna happen tonight. There we go. And this opens up. Now look at all the embossing powder. Now if you're really wanting to save money, you can go ahead and put that embossing powder back in the tray if it's clean. You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. Put it back in the tray. So that's how you would clean it out. And then you can see there's other like fibery things here from last time I used it and clean it all out. But this little ladybug, she's cute as a bug, pardon the pun. So that's that. Okay. I know, I'm just very anal. I'm sorry. Okay. I need a drink. Okay, so here's our background. Now we're going to do the magic. The magic is about to happen. Do not blink, do not close your eyes, or you will miss the grand surprise. I know. Really, I really don't need any more coffee. Okay, so I'm going to start with a light color first. This is the Dark Mango Melody. And I'm going to be using the brush tip of this. Okay? And I'm kind of going to be using the edge, like I did when I was doing the vellum thing. And you're just going to go over this. So these are alcohol markers. Many of you say, oh, that's going to rub off, but they don't. The other thing is because the background is black and this is alcohol, if you go over the background, you're not going to see it. So if you had to color in a like real thin design, and I'm going to show you that too, you won't see it. So you can do real thin designs as well. But the best way to get the most out of this technique is to use a bold stamp. Okay, so you're just going to pick, you know, where. Now, if you wanted to be fancy, you wanted to go like all or in a row, let me do this one haphazard, and then the next color I can, you know, go in a row. It needs a little bit more up here. So what it's doing is it's sticking to the embossed area. So now let's say you wanted to go at a diagonal. You can do that. Let's go with the Dark Highland Heather. And I'm going to go up here. I'm going to start there. Now you can go over this color. You get a different color. Well, you get brown, but you know, depending on what colors you're using. And you can go down, you know, of course I have some of these colored in, but you know, you can do that, fill it in. I mean, this is going to be a tie-dye look, so it's going to be fun. All right, do some there, a little bit there. Sometimes it's hard to stop. All right, now my favorite color. What is my favorite color? Polished pink. Okay, one of the new in colors. This one is going to make this pop. Polished pink. So you're just going to go over that. And if you have some of that black shows through from the back of the cardstock, that just adds a little more character. And you could see I'm going over some areas. I mean, I'm not being perfect. Those of you that have been following for a while know that I am not perfect with my work. I kind of just want to go in and get the job done and be over. Let's go over that a little bit. One over that one. So look at that. What do you guys think of that? Now if I want to go back in with the yellow and make it just a little bit darker, now that that's dry, you can go back and see how that went right over the pink. You can go in and make that a little bit darker. So the only thing with the blends is, yes, they are Stampin' blends, but when you are doing a project using them with this black magic technique, you don't really get the opportunity to blend anything. Okay, so I'm just going to make that just a little deeper. I hope you're liking this. And I'm not watching the comments. I should probably take a peek at them. Maybe make the Highland Heather a little deeper. Going over that. But look at that. Now, how many of you probably saw this background stamp and just thought, blah. You know, look what you can do. Just imagine. Imagine the possibilities with this stamp. So I'm excited to do the tie-dye look that's suggested in the catalog. Because Stampin' Up! Won't steer us wrong. So there, I think I'm happy with that. What do y'all think? That's cool, very cool. Yes, yes, yes. So fun, that's darling. Have a little mini vacuum like that, it's so useful. It is. Great tip about the foil. I have numerous embossing failures over the years. We all do. Okay, love tie-dye. Yeah, tie-dye is in, right? Okay, so let's, I'm just so afraid with this embossing powder. I'm going to put it over there. So let's pull in, and it's messy. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like I have powder everywhere in here. And it tends to get in all the nooks and crannies of your stamp room. So polished pink, my favorite color. I mean, that would be good, right? But now, let's add, it's going to be one of those nights, everybody, where I'm not going to be able to find anything. Let's add a little splash of white to kind of bring that out. All right, I'm good with that. It's going to be one of those crazy kind of nights where I'm just not doing well. So my therapist gave me hand exercises and arm and shoulder exercises, like shrugging your shoulders, going the opposite way than you normally would roll your shoulders because of sitting at the desk and, you know, always facing forward. So I've been doing those, and I kind of feel like a little different, you know. Let me grab my ribbons. So, okay, here's the pink. Now I have the black. Oh, yes. I just love this black, so maybe you can help me decide. This is the glitter organdy ribbon, the black one. This was out for Halloween, and they ended up putting it in the new catalog. All right, so before I commit, I like to do a trial run. So I need your help. The black glitter being wrapped around. Oh dear. Hold on. Black glitter, which kind of blends in a little bit. or this is the polished pink. Did I pull the, yeah, I did pull the thing out already. Okay, hold on. Where does that start? Here. Or the polished pink. What do you think? Which one do you like better? Pink or black? Let me know what you think. And then I'm going to get a piece for the inside. And I'm doing great. Oh, thanks. You just got your new in colors today. The black, pink. Okay, so they even each other out. Keep forgetting to order that black ribbon. I know. We got a pink and a black. Here's what we're going to do. Let's combine them both. Let's just save ourselves the agony of trying to make a decision. Well, anyhow, me making a decision. And get my ribbon scissors. We're going to do both. We're going to do both. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to do, I'm going to do pink going around. And then I'm going to get my tear and tape. I'm going to go this way with it. Oh, where was that zhushy part? Okay, this is the part that's kind of messed a little. That's going to be my bottom. We won't tell anybody, right? It's kind of like the Vegas thing. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So, speaking of which, many of you may know, maybe you don't. My daughter's getting married next month, and she decided to take the wedding on the road. So, her and her fiance are going to Vegas, and they're getting married there. I was going to go, but then there were some issues with who was going to watch the kids. So, I said I would stay back and I would watch the kids. And we'll be able to watch it on TV live, which will be fun. So we'll kind of have our little party here at home with the kids. Well, I will. And watch it there, and we'll cheer them on and hurrah them. And so they're very excited. I would be too, going to Vegas getting married. Anybody on here ever go to Vegas and get married? Hi, Betty. Anybody? I often thought if I ever did get married again, which, you know, hell would have to freeze over probably before that ever happened. That maybe something like that would be fun. You know, go get married on the beach or something fun like that. Okay, sorry, my throat is very dry. Okay, so let's put a piece on the inside. I don't know what I'm going to put on the inside, so normally I would stamp it before putting inside. But I'm not. And oh my gosh, look at, hello. I didn't even plan this. I got polished pink on. I am a girl in pink tonight. We considered Vegas. We ended up in Baltimore. Oh, I remember that, Mary. Yeah, I mean, I've already been married once. I had the big hoopla wedding and all that. So, I think that's what I would do. Okay, so let's combine the two ribbons. And I'm going to put the black one on top. I'm going to make a bow. So when you go to make a bow with two, I want the black on the outside. I'm going to go to make my loop, and I'm going to give it a twist. Okay, so that the black is going to be on the top. And pull that through there like that, and there you have a ribbon. I'm going to pull it tight. Now when you go to pull your ribbon tight, you know, make sure you're pulling the way that you want it to go. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to trim these. So when you cannot decide what color ribbon you want, use them both. And that settles that, right? So, okay. So before I lose these pins, I'm going to put them back in my ribbon. So we don't have disaster with that. I am up to date on my tetanus, however, when I had the embroidery machine needle go through my finger. Okay. Let me tidy that up. All right, what else do I have? Hold on to the phone. Okay, so we have, let me grab it. I think I might have put it away. I'm always tidying up. So we have these in the new catalog. They're called tailor-made tags dies. So I don't know if you saw this either, but who loves tags? I do. So these dies have two different style of tags, and they have the stitch edges on them. And they also have these little things which do the little reinforcements for the top. So how cute are they, really? So that's what I did ahead of time. You know, I do like to do some prep. Okay, get back in there. So these dies are another set that stand alone. I don't think they have a stamp set to go with them. I could be wrong, but I would think if they did, I would have them in there. And being there alone by themselves in the package, they don't. So I cut out some of these, and I also have, let's see. Okay, so this one, here's one that says friend, and that came from the Daisy Lane. They had smile and friend, and I put the little reinforcement on there already. So I thought that this would be fun, right? But I mean, that kind of like doesn't look right, right? So we want to color in, this is embossed, we want to color that in too. So what color? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe yellow. What do you think? Yellow? I don't want to do pink because there's too much pink happening. The mango or the Highland Heather? Cast your opinions below. Oh, pictures of the dies on the die pocket. Yeah. Well, Carol, being you're a demo, they have an area on the Stampin' Up website. It's called the Sandbox, where you could submit ideas. So I think you should submit that. Mango. Yellow. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Mango. Okay, good. At least I don't want to say we can agree on that. I can agree on that. So I took some of the tear and tape and put it on the back of my ribbon. And I'm going to go ahead and stick that on here. Sorry, I'm like losing my voice. Too much talking. Okay, put that on there. All right, so let's color in the friend. And you can do this and color that in. See how easy that is? Go over it, make it a little more darker. There. Now, doesn't that look better than the white? I think so. Okay. So we can put that here, or maybe we could put that there, or we can put it anywhere. Let's put it up on dimensionals. So isn't this a fun card? Wouldn't you love to get this card in the mail? Where you may be. Some lucky person will be getting this card in the mail. I'm going to do a drawing at the end. And you may be the lucky person. So there we go. Friend. Look at how cute that is. Now, if you really wanted to go crazy, you can put Wink of Stella over the top of this. Just be careful because of the alcohol, and the Wink of Stella. You know, alcohol and alcohol don't like each other too much. But look how pretty that card is. And who would have thought to do that? Well, I did. I don't think anybody did. I think it's my own thing. All right. So we'll put that aside. Now let me show you. I did a couple other ones. So in case that one didn't work out. So this is another one with the Versamark that I did. And one of these I did. This one was the one I did with the Whisper White. So I don't know, can you see the difference how the Whisper White, because of the foam pad, it kind of made it more smooshy and not so well defined. I don't know, I'm looking at it on my iPad, I'm thinking, wow, this is like one of those crazy 70 movies where... But anyhow, I do find a difference. So if you wanted to give it a try yourself, try with Versamark and try with your ink pad and see what you think. Okay. All right. So here was another one that I did with these colors. So look how fun they are. Love that. Here was another one with the Daisy Lane stamp set. They have these well, I think they look like ferns to me. I don't know if they're supposed to be leaves or what they're supposed to be. We are falling under your spell. Oh, you guys are nuts. So then I used some of the greens on this one. So how fun would that one be? That would be something really different. Now this one, I kind of thought this might be an epic failure, but I did not want to throw it away because I thought, you know, I can brighten this up with a background color. Trying to hypnotize buy more products. Oh, really? Do you think so? No. So I wasn't really thrilled with this, but I mean, playing around, you never know, right? You have to play. You have to play to find what is best for you. So I also did, I thought it would work with the pansies. I wasn't too thrilled with that. That was a little too bold. But I did do with the Daisy Lane, and I did the different daisies. So I thought that that was fun. So, and I will show you a sample done with that. Okay, so let me show you another way. I'm going to put that here. Another way to do the technique, if you remember, and if I can find, here they are. Another way to do the technique, which was the original, I think the original way I might have seen it. I stamped with the white craft ink and then make sure it's very, very dry. So I did this yesterday and let it dry. Then I'm going to go ahead and bring in my watercolor pencils. Who remembers these? Blast from the past. We need to do more with these watercolor pencils. So there are two different sets of watercolor pencils. I have them both combined in one of these cases, and that's how we keep them. So you can take, this is just, again, stamped with the white craft ink. Use your watercolor pencils, and I need my pencil sharpener. This one is. Oh, gosh. I need someone to come and sharpen my pencils. I can't even do that simple task tonight. Wowzy. All right. So I'm going to do the centers. Now, my hands were much better yesterday. This takes a little bit of pressure. And you're going to color these in. So this is the center. And now, there's no way you could possibly do these kind of colors on a black piece of cardstock without a technique like this. So you would go ahead and color in your centers, and you can customize how you make these. You can make whatever color flowers you want. You can also go in, you know, this is the colors are on here, pumpkin pie. You can go in and do a little bit of, oops, I went outside the line. Do a little bit of shading with that. Okay, I'm not going to look for it now. I do have a little eraser. You can do a little bit of shading, maybe add a little bit of brown, you know, to that. Make it however you want it to be. And then let's stick with the pink theme. So let's see, we have Mellow Mango and Flirty Flamingo. Let's go with the mango. So then all you would do is color in. And again, this works best with the bold image. So check your stamp set, see what you have. And if you leave a little bit of white, that just adds a little depth to it. So this is another way to do the black magic. And color those all in, you know, whatever color you want them to be. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with all that. So you would color that all in, but I think you get the gist of how that is. And then that's another way that you can do the black magic technique. Okay, anybody have any questions on that? I will finish that up later, but I want to go ahead and show you my samples of what it looks like. Okay, so if you were to do with the watercolor pencils, here is a card that I used the Daisy Lane, and I did it in blue, the Pacific Point. Now the white that was on here, I used our Stampin' Chalk marker, and we don't have the white gel pen anymore. So this was just a jelly roll white pen that I had. And I just went around and did some dots and some squigglies. But isn't that fun with the blue? I mean, it's, you know, you would think, you know, who would have blue flowers? Well, you can make it whatever color you want. Sharpen when you come to my house for class. So I'm hoping by then my my hands will be better. So that's the watercolor pencil technique just on the white. So that's fun, right? Okay, so let's look at a couple more samples. Now this one is done with the embossing technique with the Daisy Lane. And, you know, here's the where I got the idea of doing, because, you know, with the ribbon, I use the new in color, what is it, papaya? Is that the color? Oh, it's so light. Pale papaya ribbon. And I use the polished pink ribbon. And here's that tag. You see how it does the stitching on the outside? The inside, you know, I just trimmed out one. But, and put a couple little gems on there. And then the inside, it's your time to shine. So, oh gosh, did I lose connection? Okay, okay, I think we're back. I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb, so I don't know if somebody was trying to call. Let's just give it a second here to catch up. Make sure you're all still here. It looks a little foggy to me. Still showing live. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so here's, of course, I had to do the purples. So here it is. I put Wink of Stella over the top of these flowers. And this is our other new ribbon under here. And that is, I will show you. That is this ribbon. This is the, where's the English? It's grosgrain ribbon. Yes, of course it is. And it's Highland Heather. And look at the shimmer to this ribbon. Look at how that just shimmers. So, of course, the card had a shimmer as well, right? Again, my pins. So the ribbon has a shimmer. And then Wink of Stella over the top of everything. So I hope that's showing up. And then I had trimmed off the front of here. Keep going up too high. And just stamped the little daisies along the side. And the best moments in my life happen with you. So isn't that pretty? I colored in the emboss, just a card to say hello. And that's with that, that one stamp that has the die that goes with it, that you cut them all out at one time. So I thought that's fun. And here was my attempt. Let me grab a drink. My attempt with the pansies. I don't know, not too bad, but not one of my favorite cards. But I tried it, and I thought I didn't want to demo that for you. I wasn't exactly thrilled with it. So, again, this is embossed like the one I showed you earlier, and just colored in. And I went over with a couple different Stampin' Blend markers on this one. So I'm so happy to celebrate these moments with you. And again, that's from that many messages set. And inside a white piece to put whatever you're celebrating. And then this was my first sample try at the tie-dye technique. And I used, what were the colors I used? I used some cinnamon cider, the pink, and the Mango Melody. I'm really thinking COVID sucked my brain out. I'm, you know, either that or I'm on my way to Alzheimer's. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this. I do want to give away some cards. I did not finish that first one. So I will, whoever receives the other one, where I put it, here it is. I'm going to finish this after my live is over, and I will zhoosh it up for the winner. So whoever receives this, you will be getting a surprise in the mail. But I will take a picture of it, but not post it until, or maybe whoever gets it can post it. But anyhow, so this will be the winner of the second card. So you're getting it unfinished, which is the way I bought my first car, which was a Ford Maverick. And It was $2,000, and I know, off topic. $2,000. I had saved up $1,000 because I worked 2 jobs. My dad co-signed. When I went to look at it, it was in the shop, and it was Bondo. And they said, "What color do you want it to be?" And I said, "Well, what color was it?" So, kind of bought a card without knowing what it was going to look like. So that's how that card's going to be. And that's where that story goes. Okay, so I predetermined 2 winners beforehand. So, oh my gosh, there's only 5 of you here. That's so sad. Where is everybody? Okay, so a number between 1 and 10 for the winner of this card that I demoed for you. And go ahead and start your guessing. All right. Okay. I'll just wait here. And got kicked off again. Yeah. Okay, Carol, 5. Was that 5 or 6? I can't see it. 5, 4, no. 2, Kimberly. Number 2 for Kimberly. And I know I have your address because I just mailed you off your, was it yesterday or the day before, your items that you ordered from my retirement sale. So, Kimberly, that card will go off to you in the mail. And so you can all stop guessing and put that over aside. So I hope you enjoy that. So now the mystery Black Magic card is going to go to another winner. Okay, I think everyone's caught up to date. I don't know what's up with my voice tonight. Pick a number between 1 and 10 to win the mystery Black Magic card. And like I said, I will finish this when I'm done and send it to you off in the mail tomorrow when I go to work. 7, no. 8, Carol. Carol, you are the winner, Carol. So you will be receiving the mystery card. I'm just put this on here on the back for you. All right. Well, this was fun. I hope you all enjoyed this little bit of Black Magic. These fun cards that I shared with you, and 2 different techniques tonight. Now, if you like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. If you like techniques, please let me know, because we can get a technique of stampers get together and create some fun cards. It can be virtual or in person, one or the other. Probably virtual would be best right now, although I did hear that they lifted the mask wearing restrictions, except for certain places if you've had the vaccination, which I have. So that will be a breath of relief, right? So let me know. And also the Ice Cream Corner Suite class is going to be next Friday at 6 o'clock here at my house. And we're going to be making one of those tourney cards as an alternative. But if you can't make that, next Thursday I will be focusing on that suite of products and make some fun cards from that, which is still available. And I keep forgetting that. When I had my sale, I put some things up and I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot that that other catalog is still available, so I can't sell those. So I had to disappoint a few people because I totally forgot that mini catalog is still available to the end of June. So you still can get products from that, like the Hey Chick thing and all that. I mean, you could still get all that. So I have to remind myself, because the catalogs are at a different time this year. But anyhow, so anyone that wanted those, I apologized and said I realized I can't sell them yet because they're still current. Yeah. And I still do have a ton of stuff left. It just got I had to remove the video. Someone had, Lori, I think you were the one that messaged me about it. Because I was getting people, would you have this? Would you have that? Do you have this? Do you have that? And it was just like, oh my gosh, I can't deal with all these messages. So I removed the video. But I still do have a lot left. But those of you that did purchase from me, I so very much appreciate you purchasing some of my items so that I can invest that money into some new products. So, which I did. So that unboxing will be coming as soon as I can get it. So yeah, if anybody wants to come to the ice cream corner suite, I have like 1 or 2 seats left because I don't want to overcrowd for next Friday. If you bought the suite of products from me, your class is free. You could come. But if you did not, then the fee for the class is $15 to cover supplies. And please let me know, message me by Wednesday next week so that I can prepare all the materials. Because for my classes in person, I cut and score. And unless it's something I want you to do, to experience or to try, I have everything prepared, just like I do when I have my live. Have everything cut and ready. And we just get down to business. So we'll be doing some fun things. I'm not going to say cards, some fun things next Friday. Okay. All right, let me see. What did I miss? Great technique. Thanks for sharing. You're so welcome. Love them all. Great cards. Yeah. So I am thinking, those of you that are still here, unless you signed off already, I am thinking of changing things up a bit with having like coffee in a card, something like that. And then if you had an order placed, you'd get a card kit in the mail. I'm looking into doing that. Maybe not, bingo might not be every month, because I was hoping with the bingo that we'd get more people to join us. And not that I don't appreciate you all being here, but the more the merrier, right? So I might be not doing bingo every month, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Maybe throw in like 1 week will be like a technique Thursday, just to kind of change things up a little bit, because we get bored with the same stuff all the time, right? Although I do like to focus on a suite on a Thursday and not be jumping to, 3 different types of suites. I like to pick one and focus on that to show you the possibilities with one, as opposed to having to buy all this other stuff. I mean, you would have never thought with this, all the fun things you can do with it. So I'm looking forward to working more with this one. Anyhow, I'm going to go before I lose my voice totally. And thank you all for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you back here on next Thursday for the Ice Cream Corner Suite. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you can join me. Thank you so much, and we'll see you then. Bye for now.